Swastiastu. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Narada Kanaya. You can call me Narada. Today, I would like to tell you a story entitled The Crying Stone, or in Bahasa, we call it Batu Menangis. Have you heard about the story before? Well, let me tell you, and please listen to me carefully. Once upon a time, in a small village in Kalimantan, there lived an old widow with her daughter, named Darni. Darni was such a beautiful girl, but she had very bad behavior. She never had her mother to work and just spent her time admiring her beauty in front of the mirror every single day, while her mother had to work hard to earn a living to support their life. Darni, please help me work in the fields, said her mother. No, mother, I don't want to go to the field. I'm afraid my skin will turn dark, said Darni without even looking at her mother. Well, when her mother came home from work, Darni asked her mother to buy her powder on the market. But her mother didn't know what powder that she made. So, her mother took the initiative to take her together to the market. However, Darni was ashamed to walk side by side with her mother, who was wrinkled and wearing dirty clothes. Therefore, Darni asked her mother to walk behind her. Although her mother was very sad, finally she agreed. On the way to the market, all eyes were on the Darni's beauty. Everyone who saw her was immediately amazed by her beautiful face, while her mother walked behind her carrying a shopping basket, dressed very dirty like a maid. Many young men approached Darni to look at her beautiful face, but they were also very curious. Who is that old woman behind her? Hello, pretty girl. Who is that old woman behind you? Is that your mom? Asked a young man. Of course not. She's just my maid. She replied sarcastically. Hearing that, her mother was very sad, but she didn't say anything. She could understand that her daughter was ashamed by her. Another man approached them and asked Darni, Hello, you are the prettiest girl I've ever seen. But, who is that old woman? Is that your mother? How dare you? How could she be that bad? Of course she's not my mother. She's just my servant. And throughout the trip, every time the villagers asked Darni kept answering that her mother was her maid. Can you believe? Her own mother was treated like a maid by her own daughter. Well, at first, her mother could still hold back every time she heard an answer from her own daughter. But hearing that repeatedly, and the answer was too painful for the mother's heart. Suddenly, she stopped and sat on the side of the road and cried. She raised her hands up and prayed to God. Oh God, please forgive this weak servant. Please forgive me. How can I get my own daughter? That she became a disobedient child. God, please forgive her. Suddenly, the sky became cloudy and dark. Lightning started to strike and it rained. Darling was frightened and wanted to run toward her mother. But she felt her leg was so heavy. And when she looked down, she saw her feet have become stone. And now her calf and thigh and continue upward. Darling was so afraid and shouted for help to her mother. But her mother just looked at her with tears. Mother! Mother, please forgive me. Mother, what happened to my leg? Mother, please help me. Mother, please, I promise I will be a good daughter for you. She shouted in fears. Dami kept crying, begging for forgiveness. But it was all too late. The punishment was unforgettable. And now her entire body slowly turned to stone. And before her head completely turned to stone, her mother could still see her tears coming out. Everyone who was there witnesses the tragic incident. The girl's entire body turned to stone. Even though her body turned to stone, many people can still see her tears coming out from her eyes like she was crying. Therefore, the community calls it the crying stone or batu menangis. The end. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what can we learn from the story? The moral message from the story is that we have to love and respect our parents, especially our mother, because our success and happiness greatly depends on the prayers of our parents. Don't be like Donnie, who was disobedient to her own mother. Ladies and gentlemen, that is all I can tell you about the crying stone. I hope we all can learn good things from this story. I'm Narada. Thank you for listening and goodbye. Om Santi 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 Om.